So fam, welcome back again to another video you guys were not expecting. So I actually got this in my comment section. Somebody actually asked me to talk about universities in Latvia that does not require IELTS, and here I am jumping into that challenge. You guys know I take my comment section to heart. I reply my comments, and then anything that I need, I'm here at your service because now the work what we do. So guys, in today's video I'll be telling you about universities in Latvia that does not require IELTS, right? Yep. If you see me looking at my phone, obviously I don't write anymore. I have a second phone now, so I just write what I've typed, right? But the thing is, there's actually a twist to this. Usually they kind of make it compulsory for you to write IELTS, or any English proficiency is accepted in Latvia, whether TOEFL, whether IELTS, whether Duolingo, anything is acceptable, right? But there are some universities that can actually exempt you. But in as much as they can exempt you for IELTS, there's actually a but to it. Yes, there's nothing that comes free easily in this life, you know. Anyways, let's dive right in. So the first thing is I'll list the universities. Then after listing the universities, I'll tell you guys about the boards. So now let's get right into it. So list of universities in Latvia that gives admission without IELTS. The first on my list in no particular order is University of Latvia. Yep. The next on my list is Riga Technical University. The next on my list is Riga Strantis University. The next on my list is University of Liepāja. The next on my list is Ventspils University College. The next on my list is Daugavpils University. I'm so sorry, I'm not so good with fluent with pronunciation, and if you have any issue with my pronunciation, even after typing it, the name of the school on the screen, that means you have a big problem, and then you should pass through and visit and just book a room in the psychiatric ward. Thank you so much. And if you feel like you know how to pronounce better, please just create email, open your own YouTube channel, make your own videos, and come and pronounce it rightly for us. Thank you so much for your understanding. So guys, those are the 6 universities in Latvia that actually gives admission without IELTS. But like I said, there's actually a but attached to it. And what is that but? That but that is attached to it is that if you don't have IELTS, there are alternatives, and there are conditions attached to this school. So the condition attached to this school or this admission is depending on the university and depending on the course you're going for. So when you go to the university, university website, and you pick your course, they can give you different conditions and say, okay, do this one instead of this one, everything. So it can vary, it can be combined, it can listen. So the first condition is that you are from an English speaking country, like you're an English speaking native speaking country. The thing is, different countries actually have different definition of English speaking countries, because there are some countries like that, like when you check their websites, or schools like that, when you check their websites, there are some countries that we know that they are English speaking country and they don't even regard them. For example, Nigeria, we all know that even the most illiterate in Nigeria actually speak good English, but they will still say we are not English speaking. But like I said, depending on the country, right? For example, Canada sees us as English speaking country. So depending on the part you share, UK still sees us as English speaking country. So so the first condition is, if they are to exempt you from IELTS, is that you are from an English speaking native speaker country. The next one is your previous college or your previous degree was actually done in English. So this one is trying to say you can actually use your medium of instruction as alternative. For example, if you're going for master, so this one will actually favor masters people, but it does not mean whether you just want to go for your undergraduate, you're going for your master's or your PhD, so you can just give them your previous qualification. For example, if you have your BSc, there's this thing you can collect from your school. Medium of instruction was done in English, and then if you have just your school certificate, you're going for BSc, you can just approach your principal or your teacher, principal, to actually write a letter that your course throughout your secondary school was actually taught in plain English, and then you should sign and stamp it. So it's medium of instruction. So another but that is actually attached to it is that you actually enroll in an English class in Latvia. Like when you actually get your admission, instead of starting your course directly, they might actually do all this pre-English class. It can last for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, depending on your course, intending course, depending on the school, depending on anything. Then the last but not the least is interview. So there are some of these universities that if they don't take IELTS from you, and you're trying to prove that okay, you can speak English, you understand English and all of that, they can actually conduct an interview for you through Skype. And in that way, that's a way of you proving yourself that I can speak English, I can. So if you'll be doing interview through Skype, make sure you prepare yourself, because that is the place, the only time you have to prove yourself, prepare yourself. And something about English language proficiency is you don't have to use accent, right? You don't have to talk fast. The thing is, make sure that you are audible, make sure they can hear you. Even if what you're saying does not make sense, just keep talking. Don't be saying shall be talking, just be laudable. That just not loud, just be audible. That is what English this thing is all about. So they can actually call you during Skype for your interview. So like I said, this condition is not limited to, and it can be two for some. For example, a university can say, okay, well, if you're not giving us IELTS, that means you be from an English speaking country and you should have medium of instruction. Some schools can say, okay, we'll just be for an English speaking country, then we'll conduct Skype for you. Some schools can say, just have medium of instruction, but then we'll conduct interview for you. So out of these conditions I've listed, some can actually combine. Some can have the 4 conditions. Some can have TV out of the condition. Some can have 2. Some can have 1. Some they may not have. Like I said, this one is going to depend on your course, the course you're going for, the level of your study. Most times they like to groom people that are going for BSc because they feel like they don't need to hear what, right? Than people that are going for postgraduate like masters or anything. So all those ones that will kind of get intense this thing, right? Yeah. So even if your school does not maybe insist on IELTS, you can even give them these options that why can't you conduct a Skype? And then another condition is, another thing is, we have some of these universities as well that they actually have their own personal English language exam. So even after you've done your IELTS, they still have trust issue. They'll say that I don't trust you. They'll still conduct their own personal English language exam for you. My mouth is dry. You know, it's me person the job. That's it's not easy. So I hope you understand that. So Latvia is one country to actually consider, and is actually in the Schengen area, European country, northern eastern, distant bonded by Lithuania, Belarus, Russia, right? Yeah. So guys, that will bring us to the end of today's video. Obviously, and of course, thank you so much for watching. So if you need any more video about any country that I've not mentioned, just like this one that I did today, it was actually a viewer that actually requested for you. So make sure to leave it in the comment section, and of course I'll jump into action as usual. So guys, thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.